Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into some serious updates that every Social Security beneficiary and honestly, every working American needs to hear. Right now, more than 70 million people receive Social Security payments every single month. That's massive. But with all that money going out, there are some real concerns that we need to talk about, especially with the latest projections and changes happening behind the scenes. Let's start with a bit of good news. According to a new analysis, the projected cost of living adjustment, or COLA, for 2026 is expected to be higher than we thought just a few months ago. The Senior Citizens League, which keeps a close eye on inflation data, now estimates a 2.5% COLA based on May's numbers. That's up from 2.3% just a couple of months ago. Now, on the surface, a 2.5% increase might sound decent and sure. It's better than nothing, but when you break it down, it translates to about $48 more per month for the average recipient. That's not a lot when you consider how much prices have gone up across the board. But here's the catch. A higher COLA usually signals higher inflation. That's the first piece of bad news. The second, more money going out in benefits means the Social Security Trust Fund is likely to become insolvent even sooner than expected. For over a year now, I've been saying that the official projections from the trustees weren't accurate, and now we have proof. New data just released confirms that the timeline is speeding up. According to a report from Axios, the Social Security Trust Fund could run out of reserves by 2034, a full year earlier than what was estimated previously. And for some parts of the program, we might be looking at 2033. This isn't a distant threat anymore. We're talking about 9 years, that's it. And why is this happening faster than expected? One major reason is a law enacted earlier this year that expanded Social Security benefits for railroad, retirees, and public pension recipients. While the intent was to make things more fair, the financial consequence was massive. Some recipients are seeing increases of up to $1,300 a month. For some, that's more than their entire monthly benefit. And while it's helping some, it's also accelerating the drain on the trust fund. The latest trustee report reveals that if Congress does nothing, the retirement portion of the trust fund will only be able to pay about 77% of scheduled benefits starting in 2033. That means if you were supposed to receive $1,000 a month, you'd only get $770. That's a $230 monthly cut automatically. And when you factor in old age and disability programs together, the combined funds would be able to pay around 81% of benefits starting in 2034. Again, not the kind of news retirees want to hear. There's also been a noticeable spike in people claiming Social Security earlier than expected, and it's not hard to understand why. There's a lot of uncertainty right now, global tensions with China. Fears about a potential Taiwan conflict, AI automation taking jobs, and inflation hitting families hard. All of that creates a perfect storm of anxiety. Here's one of the less obvious factors affecting Social Security: the rise of AI. As artificial intelligence replaces human workers, we're seeing job losses, especially in industries that rely on repetitive tasks. And here's the problem with that. AI doesn't pay Social Security taxes, only working people do. So, if fewer people are working, less money flows into the Social Security Trust Fund. And if that trend continues, it creates a dangerous funding gap that only widens over time. Another reason people are claiming benefits early? Inflation. Many folks realize their retirement savings just weren't going to be enough. So, to supplement their income, they turn to Social Security earlier than planned. It's a tough choice, but for many, it's the only way to make ends meet. Then there's a third group of people, those with serious health concerns. Many are saying, I don't think I'll live to 75 or 80, so I want to enjoy my benefits while I still can. And honestly, I understand that. If someone knows their time is limited, they want to make the most of the years they have left. Claiming early gives them a chance to live more fully, even if the monthly checks are smaller. The reality we're facing right now is simple. Social Security is headed for insolvency if nothing changes. And the COLA increases, while helpful in the short term, could speed up that process by pushing out more money than expected. Yes, inflation raises payroll tax revenue a bit too, but not enough to offset the rising costs. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, Congress. As of today, there's no clear indication that meaningful Social Security reform is coming soon. And with the Trump administration stepping in next, it's unclear what their real plan is. There have been talks, proposals, and speculation, but nothing concrete. And to be honest with you, I'm not confident we'll see big changes in 2025, maybe 2026, if economic conditions shift. But until then, the uncertainty remains. Here's what we do know. There are big changes coming. The COLA bump is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. And yes, Congress has their hands full with foreign policy, inflation, interest rates, AI, and job losses, but they can't afford to ignore Social Security any longer. Because the longer they wait, the harder and more painful the fixes will be. I'll keep monitoring every development and bringing you clear, honest updates as soon as they drop. As always, I appreciate you watching, and if you found this helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel. And before I go, let me know in the comments, what age do you plan to start claiming Social Security? And do you think Congress will act in time? Thanks for being here. Stay informed, stay prepared, and I'll see you next time with more updates that matter to your money and your future.